Okay, so we're going to take a slight detour from the barrage of vape finesse content I'm going to have coming up. And that's because I think I have found my next JDM bass rod purchase. Now, it's been quite a few years since I've actually purchased a JDM rod from Japan that was not a BFS bait finesse rod. And in fact, I think the last non-bait finesse rod I ordered from Japan was sometime around either when I started my channel or just before it. So that's close to almost 6 years ago. And in this video, I'm going to go over this rod with you guys and show you what it's all about, because some of you guys may be interested in it as well. Alright, so the rod I'm talking about is going to be the new Jackall Revoltage. And this is going to be a JDM model only. And before I show you the new Revoltage rod, I'm going to show you the old one. So right here is a good picture of the old lineup of Revoltage rods, and they were pretty much just very minimalistic black color with a very bright orange Revoltage badge on it. And they are very similar to Shimano's, I guess, Poison series, where you have the EVA foam handle or cork, but then you have this this hollow carbon butt section here. Now, these rods in Japan, while they were the top of the line rods for Jackall currently, they're actually pretty affordable. I think you can get them for around 300 bucks shipped over to the United States. And I actually almost bought a couple of them, but I can't really remember why I didn't eventually pull the trigger. But anyways, let's take a look at the new Revoltage. And of course, I'm going to show you this YouTube video. Okay, so I've already watched this and I've written down, I guess, key moments in this video, so the video won't be too long. So let's fast forward. Actually, never mind. The very beginning of the video, it looks like they're showing you the new Revoltage lineup. So it's a very traditional design. You got your very clean high grade cork, and then hopefully you guys can see this, but the butt section here is the same carbon fiber as the rod blank. You can see the multi-weave pattern here, and then you can also see the model is printed on the butt section. You got your nice Jackall logo. But let's keep playing. Let's rewind that. So it's a big design change from the cutting edge original Revoltage. Look at that. Very, very clean. You can see the carbon weave of the blank there, and we're going to get into the blanket in a second, but the Revoltage is now, I guess, a silvery chrome instead of that bright yellow. It's got a nice clean lock nut. The metal section for the lock nut, even though it's kind of a generic Fuji, they've colored it like a dark gray or black. But a very, very handsome rod. Definitely more of a evergreen styling versus Megabass. Look at that. That is just clean, clean, clean. Alright, so let me see. 2 minutes and 32 seconds is where we want to go. And these guys are all, I guess, Jackall Pro staff. Here's another slow motion shot of one of the bait casting rods, 6'6" medium. I thought they were going to give us, okay, so here's some information as to what's changed other than the styling. It looks like they're going to be using Toray blanks, and I guess the blank technology is going to be the T1100G and then the M40X. So that's where you see that multi-weave carbon pattern in the blank. Now, I've never had a rod have this multi-weave pattern like this until I recently got, the Mablos plume, which also uses Toray blanks. But somebody told me in the comment section that the M40 Toray blanks are considered to be the most sensitive. I don't know how true that is, but the fact that these new revoltage rods are going to be sporting this blank is very exciting. Here's some more of the guy in action. Now if you look there, you'll notice this is not a Shimano reel. This is actually a REVO LTX from Abu Garcia. Actually, I'm sorry, it's a Xenon LTX. So some of these Jackall Pro staffs, they are sponsored by other reel companies, and I guess some of their pro staff are sponsored by Shimano. There's another quick look at the revoltage, the 6'6" medium again. Now this is in Japanese, but they're talking about nano alloy technology in the resin. There's the Xenon LTX. I think he's using a Xenon spinning reel as well. But they go into great detail about how these blanks are lighter. So there's the old revoltage right there, 140 grams. I guess the new one in the same model is only 121 grams now. So that's a big weight reduction. That's almost an ounce. And for a rod, that's a lot. Yep, Xenon spinning reel. Alright, so let's skip over to about the 6 minute and 55 second mark. There is a 6'8" medium heavy model, and you can see the Xenon LTX rod on it. Actually looks really nice, that combo. I have that reel, by the way. There's the specs for it. Now for me personally, that's going to be a little bit too short, but I would like a medium heavy model that's about 7 foot if they have one. If they have one that's only 6'10", I'll take one of those as well. Alright, let's skip over to about 10 minutes and 30 seconds. And now they're talking about a spinning reel that's also 6'8" medium heavy plus. So usually when I think spinning reel for bass fishing, I think medium power, but this is a 6'8" medium heavy plus. But you'll notice that the lure rating is much lower than the bait casting model. Starts out at 1/8 of an ounce to 5/8 of an ounce. So for all you spinning reel guys, you may be interested in this particular model. So definitely this guy is sponsored by Abu Garcia for his fishing reels. And maybe this is kind of a foreshadowing that maybe the collaboration between Shimano and Jackall over in Japan may be ending. I hope not, but if it does, oh well. Jackall in Japan is getting bigger and bigger every year. They have several different divisions and sub lineups of different fishing types and whatnot. But let's fast forward over to somewhere around this mark. And here is a 7'3" heavy, and you can see he's holding up an umbrella rig. that's full of blades and one lure, and you can see it's pretty beefy. But he's using a ZILLION 1000. Look at that. It actually looks really good on the revoltage. So lure rating on this, I think it's going to be typical conservative Japanese heavy power, 3/8 ounce to 1 1/2 ounce. So very similar to a lot of the Shimano and Jackall crossover rods that are heavy power. But at 7'3" and heavy, this could be something a lot of American bass anglers are interested in. So I guess this guy's one of the top 50 bass fishermen in Japan, if that means anything. So basically he just powered that bass right on in. Decent sized one. Alright, so let's fast forward to 23 minutes and 57 seconds. Okay, so there's a 6'6" medium plus model, and you can see this guy's using what looks to be just a regular ALDEBARAN 50, the old one. I can tell by the gray color. It's got a ZPI star and an aftermarket thumb bar, but check out that sculpted carbon fiber butt section that's got the same graphite weave as the blank. I like that. So the 6'6" medium plus is almost what I would consider to be a bait finesse model. The lure rating is 3/16 of an ounce to 3/4 of an ounce. So this is a pretty versatile rod. And I think we're going to see this rod in action here in a second. So there's that one guy. You can see he's using a STEEZ CT, so this guy must be sponsored by DAIWA as his real sponsor. There's the bend of the 6'6" medium. It looks to be moderate fast to me, which is really not surprising because most bass rods in Japan are moderate fast. Okay, and the last place we're going to stop, well, I think that was the last place of the video, but you can see the lineup right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 casting and 6 spinning, and I'm pretty sure they're going to add more later on. Now unfortunately, Jackall Japan hasn't updated their website yet to reflect all the models that are going to be available when they come out, and that means we have no information on the price. But let's go over here and read what this Japanese website has to say. It says here, isn't there a lot of people who have been waiting? An update to the rod series revoltage announced by Jackall this year. Information has finally been released. There's that video. Okay, here's the guys who are on Jackall's Bass Fishing Pro staff. So the original revoltage came out about 4 years ago. Sounds about right. But here's the big news right here. Blank material is given as a big evolution point. The latest high-performance carbon materials, Toray CA, T1100G, and Toray CA M40X, which are also used for Toray Industries Incorporated aerospace applications, are used right in place. So I'm not really familiar with the, I guess, Toray blank hierarchy, but if anyone is, let me know how the M40 and this T1100G stacks up or fits in the Toray blank lineup. there's more information. How less the carbon is used. Easier is to break, but by using Torres applied resin, nano alloy, blah blah blah. The strength is improved by 30% while maintaining the conventional elastic ratio. Weight reduction of up to 13.6% depending on the model, and we saw them weigh the old rod and the new one, so we can definitely confirm that that is correct. And then there's more stuff. And yeah, the new Jackall Revoltage. Now hopefully they're gonna keep it budget friendly like the old Revoltage. I know with these Toray blanks that they're showing on these new rods, those tend to be featured in really expensive rods, and I hope that's not the case. I hope they keep it around 300 bucks. But we'll see, because once again they've just announced these and they've not officially put it on Jackall's website yet. But let me know what you think about the new Revoltage. Does it look more exciting to you than anything that the US market has to offer in the same price range? I mean, at that price range you'll be competing against proven rods like Shimano's X Pride, and sure there's some LOOMIS rods that are around 300 bucks, DAIWA's TATULA series, as well as from Dobbins and all the other established manufacturers. But as soon as they are available and I find out what's in the lineup, I'm probably going to order one, maybe two, and of course I'm going to share that with you guys. Alright guys, thanks a lot.